I got pregnant when I was 17 and had my baby when I was 18. I was living my best life. I did not poop myself, and I'm
On private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It is Mommy and Yaya's Life, also known as Life with Yaris, and I'm finally giving you guys a labor and delivery story that you guys been asking for a long time. I know. I've been slacking. I know, but I hope that the story time you guys like it, and I will show receipts if I have them in my other phone, so hopefully I can find them before I edit this video. But with that, let's get on to the video. Okay, as you guys know, I got pregnant when I was 17 and had my baby when I was 18. I found out my baby was a girl on my birthday. So let's get into the story time that y'all been waiting for. Right before went into labor, I asked my cousin, "How do you know when you go into labor? Like what? How do you know?" She told me, "Girl, you just know." But each contraction it feels like a really bad period cramp. And for a period cramp, it's in the lower part of your stomach, like the lower part. That is where your contractions slash also periods happen. So I was like, okay, and I didn't really think too much of it. Prior that, my mucus plug already fell out, and that's why I got so concerned because I'm like, girl, is that supposed to happen? Like, what's happening? Am I having a miscarriage? Like, girl, I was overthinking it, right? And my mucus plug came out like a week or a couple days before I went into labor. So fast forward around 12 in the morning, I think I started going into early labor. I went into the bathroom and I was having period cramps. They literally felt like period cramps. And I'm like, I remember my cousin told me these were contractions. So I pulled out my phone, I used my ChatGPT, and I asked, what are your signs for labor? Like, what are signs that I'm going into labor? And she gave me early labor signs, labor and delivery signs, all in one. So early labor, obviously, mucus plug is falling. You having contractions every certain amount of time. Also time them and a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, I was having every single early labor symptom out there, right? And I was like, okay, so I'm definitely in early labor. Let's see how far I can go without going to the hospital. Because my worst nightmare when I was in early labor was imagine going to the hospital and then them telling you, girl, you're not even in labor, and then going back. I would be embarrassed. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I proceed to try to do an order. How do you say? I proceeded to try to do an order, and I did not make it. So I ended up texting my customer around 8 in the morning, I think, saying, "Hey, I'm actually going into labor. I won't be able to get the order done. Hopefully you can understand." And of course, my customer did understand, and he was very understanding, and we're like, "It's okay." I did give him a full refund. I think I'm pretty sure I did, but I'm not 100% sure. And it was all good. A couple of stuff that I would say when it comes to labor for my pregnant girlies that are watching my video. Two things that I would tell you to do. I highly recommend because girl, it's gonna save you. Number one, well, three things actually, three things. Number one, relax when you're in labor. Please relax when you're in labor. And that means breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, breathe in for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 4 seconds. If that's not helping, count to 10, but like relax. Be like, one, two, think of happy thoughts. You know, like you need to get your body to relax because the more tight you are, it's like this. Let's say that you're like this, like your muscles are already like all tight and you're having a contraction. It's just gonna get tighter, which means it's gonna hurt more. But if you're relaxed and you get a contraction, it'll just go like this, like it'll tight a little bit, but it won't hurt as much because you're relaxed. Anyways, number two, I would say make your partner help you. If you have your partner there, make him help you. Don't be shy. Tell him, get up, wake up, help me out. And there's a whole bunch of things that you can do when it comes to him helping you. Let him remind you to count to 10. Let him remind you to breathe. Let him remind you to relax. One thing that did help me was pressing down on my hips. That is also helpful. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can ask what your partner can do when it comes to labor to help you out. And thirdly, last but not least, take a bath. Take a bath or shower. I know they say, "Oh, don't go into bed." No, girl, take that bath or take that shower. And when I'm saying bath, I'm not saying a whole bubbly like can't no. I'm just saying somewhere that's really like warm. It doesn't have to be like hot. Like there's a reason why they say don't go into hot tubs because that's really extremely hot. But in a bath, when it's like really warm, hot, and it's relaxing, I highly recommend that. Yep, girl, do it because it helps your muscles relax and it gives you more area to breathe and really thug through those contractions. Yeah, so those are my little key things I will tell you guys, pregnant girlies out there, to do. Yes. After I got out of my bath, I decided to go to the hospital. And if girl, I live in Maricopa, literally out of nowhere. So in the town out of nowhere, right? So we don't have a hospital here. We have an ER, but we don't have a hospital. So when I went to the ER, oh, baby girl's up. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Baby girl just woke up and she cries when she wakes up when she doesn't see me. Say hi, mommy. Want to say hi? No? Anyways, oh, excuse you. Hi, mommy. She's, if you guys are watching this video, you guys are wondering how old is she? She's currently about to turn 8 months already. Like, baby girl is big now. Look at her. She's so cute, though. We decided to get ready today, and if I'm getting ready, girl, I'm gonna get my daughter ready too. And she just woke up from a nap, so that's why her hair's all crazy, and she's like, girl, what's happening? But this video has to continue, so let's get back into it. So when I got into the ER, they told me they don't deliver babies there, which was very concerning because I'm like, but he said, and I quote,
We don't deliver babies here, but if I have to, I will.
and I kid you not, he looked at me like that, and I was like, oh, that's creepy, but okay. So afterwards, I met two beautiful, loving nurses. I absolutely love them, and I can't wait to go see them again. I saw one of them, but I've been wanting to see the other one because me and her cried. We bonded for being young moms. Absolutely love her. And she helped me with everything. Like she talked to me. Me and her cried because she was telling me how she got pregnant at a young age. I think she got pregnant at 19 or had her baby at 19. And it was so beautiful. And I really appreciate her because she made me realize like it's not crazy, like it's okay, like everything's gonna be okay. And then they checked how much I was dilated. I was 4 centimeters dilated at that time. Oh, girl. So yes, but I was having contractions every 5 minutes, I think, or 4 minutes. So they were concerned. So they end up calling a helicopter. I kid you not, you guys saw the proof. A helicopter to pick me up and take me to, how do you say it? Take me to Chandler's hospital. And it was okay. I loved the ride. I absolutely loved it. Always wanted to go into a helicopter, and now I have been, and it's crazy, girl. It did give me something to, how do you say it? To slow down my contractions because I was having a whole bunch of contractions. Girl, do not pull it. And it was good. I loved it. I loved the entire experience. They were all so nice. They make jokes. So I love people who have humor. So I love that. And I end up getting at the Chandler Hospital around like 10 in the morning, I think. No, 11 in the morning, I think. I'm not sure. And from the ER in Maricopa to Chandler Hospital, I dilated about 2 centimeters. So when I got to the hospital, Chandler Hospital, I was already 6 centimeters dilated. So I got there and I was still on the medication that they gave me to slow down my contraction. So I wasn't feeling it. So I was alone because nobody can go with me on the helicopter. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, relaxing, like really taking it in, like, oh my God, like I'm about to give birth, like it's real, it's happening, like, girl, I'm pregnant, like I'm about to have a kid. And then yeah, I we got there. The nurses at the Chandler Hospital were really nice too. The doctor was also really nice. My mom took her sweet ass time to get to the hospital. She for real wanted me to go through it and take her. She took her sweet ass time. She, like, this lady took her sweet ass time. I kept calling her multiple times. Where are you? Oh, I'm at home doing this. Where are you? Oh, I'm almost about to leave. Where are you? I'm about to leave. Like, girl, be for real. Like, I was at the hospital around 11. Girl didn't come until like 3. Not even until 5, 6. Like, girl. Anyways, so yes, I was at the hospital and everybody was being nice. I love when I'm in the hospital or when I'm like in Uber or something. I love talking. Like, I love having conversations because that's a way I can really get to know people and have an experience. And my nurse that I have, she was so cute. She was like, she was an elderly, like she was older, but you can tell like she lived. You know what I mean? And like you could tell she lived nice. I don't know the way she presents herself. It was like, girl, I know you live, but like you have good experiences. And she asked me, she was like, "Do you want to get an epidural?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "No, I would like to do it naturally if possible." And she looked at me. She's like, "Natural? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "Let me tell you, I had this many babies, and all of them were epidural. And trust me, it goes way better." Like, girl, she looked at me. She did as went.
You look like you've been in a lot of pain.
And I was like, girl, yes, of course. Like, I'm in labor. Of course, I'm in pain, you know? But I'm like, you know what? She's like, how about this? How about you sign the paper? And then if you end up deciding to get an upper door last minute, we can just hurry up and do it and you don't have to sign. And I was like, okay, that's a safe option. That's safe enough for me to be okay with it. So I was like, okay, I end up signing the paper. And I kid you not, 2 contractions later, I end up getting the epidural because it hurt that bad. I was like, nope. So I end up getting the epidural. Girl, I was scared. The reason why I didn't want an epidural because when my sister got pregnant and she had the baby, she had to get an epidural, and she made it sound horrible, like horrible. I refused to look at the needle, and I kind of just did it. I'm like, wow. I got used to getting my blood drawn and shots and stuff because during my pregnancy, every single time I went to the doctors, I had to get my blood drawn. So I got used to that feeling of a needle, right? It literally felt like that. It just felt on my back instead of on my hand or like my vein and everything. It felt on my back, and I was like, oh, that's not like, girl, that was not that bad. Sorry, I need to get her to play a little bit, but ooh, it wasn't that bad, and I was like, oh, okay. I got baby girl comfortable in her little play thing. She's right here, sitting down, but she's playing with her toy. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I ended up getting epidural, and girl, when I tell you I was living my best life, I was living my best life. I had the best experience. I was just chilling. I was vibing. I was on my phone. I was literally the entire time I was pushing and in labor. I had my music playing, like girl, my music playing, and it wasn't no like relax. Nope, I had full on my music playing when I get ready. That type of music, you know. I know you won't leave me hanging. I was living life. And how do you say it, girl? After that, what happened? What happened? My doctor came into the room and told me that I had that he was gonna pop my water or break my water, my bad, because my water did not break. And I was like, okay. And I was the way I was so scared because I thought once they break my water, I'm gonna go into like full on giving birth that second. No, it wasn't like that. He broke my water. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys, but from the ER to the hospital, I was 6 centimeters dilated, right? By this time, the second he broke my water, I went from 6 to 8 centimeters in that second that he broke it. And then I think it took about 30 minutes or something like that, maybe 30 or maybe an hour that I went from girl, 8 to 10 centimeters dilated in that very like in those couple of minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't really know. I wasn't really paying attention to time, but it wasn't that much. It wasn't like, oh my god, 2 hours or anything like that. I'm putting Miss Rachel on the TV so baby girl can look at her while I'm recording this video. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and not her as much. And hopefully YouTube does not how do you say it, copyright this because I have her video in the background. But where was I? So yeah, I went from 8 to 10 centimeters in that time, and my nurse was like, "Girl, if you ever want me to just check you on there to see how far you are, don't be shy, don't hesitate, like let me know." I was like, "Okay," and then I had a gut feeling out of nowhere. I'm like, I need to tell the nurse to check me because I don't want me to go full on like baby mode out of nowhere, you know. I asked her, I was like, "Hey, can you check me, like just to make sure everything's good?" And she checks, and she looks at me, she's like, "You're ready to pop." I was like, "Oh." In that moment, I was like, oh, like shit, like this is real. Like she's not joking. Like I'm about to give birth. Are you farting? So after that, we started practicing pushing. And for girls who are pregnant, wondering how that goes, there's big pushes and small pushes. So every big push is 3 small pushes. So let's say you push for like 30 seconds, not even like you push for a while, you breathe for like 10 seconds and you push again, and then you breathe and you push again, and then you get a break for like a minute. And that's how you practice before you go into full on delivery because they need to teach you how to push a baby out correctly. And they were all surprised. They were like, oh my god, like you got it, like you're doing amazing, like you're not struggling, you're doing good, girl. I To be honest, they gave me an option to see her come out, and not literally her come out, but to see her head. Wow. They put a mirror right in front of you and you can see, girl, you could see everything. You could see everything. And every push, you can literally see the top of their head. I'm not joking. I was like, okay. She's watching Miss Rachel through the mirror. There's a mirror behind you guys, so that's why she keeps looking back and forth. Just to let you guys know. But yeah, and it took like a good 30 minutes of that, of me like practicing pushing before she told me I had to stop, because if I continue, I'm a full on going into labor. And the doctor that was going to do my delivery was not available. So I was like, okay. So we take a break, and my doctor comes, and he's like, are you ready to get, like, are you ready to push? And are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. It took me 3 pushes. So 3 big pushes. So I would say 9 pushes, 9 small pushes in general to pop her out. Yes. I did not poop myself, and I'm so happy to say that, because that was the one thing that I dread the entire pregnancy. I was like, I better not poop myself. I didn't. So for my girlies out there to know how not to do, don't fucking eat. Don't eat. I never had the chance to eat, so I didn't really have an option to eat or not. But I did not eat. I did not eat the night prior, and I did not eat the day of my delivery, because once you're in the hospital, they don't allow you to eat, because you're about to pop a baby out, and that's how I did not put myself. So I'm happy about that, and I think I got like a 2 degree tear. I'm not sure. It was either 1 or 2 degrees. It was really small. I literally saw my doctor sew me back up. It was crazy. And yeah, I ended up giving birth to her at 9:20 in the afternoon on November. Sorry, excuse me. On November 26th and 25. November 26th, 2025. Before you guys get me confused, or before I get you guys confused, it was the day before. How do you say Thanksgiving? I had to spend Thanksgiving on how do you say it, in the hospital. But she's a Thanksgiving baby. She gonna love it. She gonna grow up and be like, I can't wait, because her birthday this year lands the day of Thanksgiving. So I'm excited for her to eat. She gonna eat things. She gonna eat, and she loves to eat. So I know she gonna eat good her birthday, huh? Okay, she's not paying attention to me. But yeah, that was my birth and delivery. My labor and delivery story time. Hope you guys liked today's video. I know it was kind of boring and sitting down, but you guys been asking for a story time. Hopefully I can put some images and videos to show you guys, if I can find my phone and if I can get the videos. I'll try as much as I can. Okay. But with that, I hope you guys liked today's video. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and let me know what other videos you guys wanna see. With that, thank you so much for watching, and bye. Say bye, mommy. Bye.